some interest in what it costs the city to supplement the security plan for events like this. For July 3rd specifically, we have about $20,000 in extra law enforcement costs, about $22,000 in extra fire department costs, although there's about $18,000 of those fire costs that are eligible for reimbursement through the state, primarily due to the ambulance services. So, and then July 4th is pretty much a normal July 4th schedule. Very busy, but we had extra staffing on hand, so there was not a lot of additional costs. As far as protests go, this is getting to be more the norm for some reason, and there's a lot of debate in social media. Now some of the major networks or the major cable news stations are taking somewhat of a position on these. But I'll tell you that just so we all know, a protest is no longer peaceful when roads are being blocked and when those folks refuse to disperse when ordered to do so by law enforcement. That is no longer a peaceful demonstration, period. Because you're not burning down a building doesn't make it a peaceful protest. So we have a responsibility on behalf of the greater community to provide safety and security. And what these protests are doing, in my own view, is they are bolstering the support for law enforcement. They are creating additional support for law enforcement. So I don't think the plan today is working. You're certainly welcome to continue it because it's the First Amendment. You have a right to peacefully assemble. However, it doesn't seem anyone in the protest groups are looking for a dialogue. We have an open invitation here at City Hall to contact us, to sit down and discuss the issues. We received a scolding from 3 citizens at last Monday night's council meeting. These 3 individuals have never made an inquiry at City Hall wanting to talk about these things face to face. They want to come here and scold and then go back to where they came from, protesting. It's not helpful. I can't imagine they see it as helpful. But if there are issues, we need to be talking about them, not just shouting about them. Some of the inaccurate accusations made against the city during our scolding Monday night was that they demand that the police officers wear body cams and that body cam footage is secured for at least 90 days. Which is ironic because there were 3 police officers at this city council meeting the other night, all of them having body cams attached to them. Every single Rapid City police officer, and I believe Pennington County Sheriff's deputy, has a body cam attached to their uniform. Body cam footage is secure. The police officer does not have access to it to edit it or delete it. It is kept for a period of time. It is backed up. It's very secure footage. So this is just evidence that there are this angst over these issues that no one has bothered to even ask a question about. Also, some complaints that police officers were using inappropriate language to the protesters. Well, everyone videotapes the police officers. If there's inappropriate language, let's see the video. Send it to me, and let's evaluate it. And also some complaints that the city is not doing enough for those people in Rapid City that are suffering, either through their quarantining or poverty-related issues. I would challenge you to learn more about what the city and its partners have done for Rapid Cityans throughout the pandemic. there's a lot more to learn. I'll just leave it at that. And finally, different topic on the RV ministry vote Monday night at the council meeting. This came from a previous approval of a conditional use permit that was part of an appeal hearing from a denial from the Planning Commission. And so I vetoed the approval of the conditional use. That went to the council meeting 2 nights ago at the City Council. After reviewing the information, the council upheld the veto. So the RV ministry operating at 112 East North Street has been denied by the city as an inappropriate use. Has nothing to do how we feel about homeless people. As I said, I challenge anyone to come and examine what this city has done to work with its partners and its citizens in terms of homelessness. So that will remain a controversial issue because now people are building on that on social media, pointing out how terrible of people the city council is or the mayor is. And there's always a lot more to this story. So those are my comments for today. I would open it up for questions for anyone in the room if you would approach the microphone and state your question. I guess Nathan is still on quarantine. Hurry up, Nathan. We need you back in this room. Okay? Well, thank you for being here, and thank you for the great signing services today and for filling in. We appreciate it. Thanks, everyone.